I write you this letter in 3 parts. My hope is that you find some value in my words and that we meet again somewhere in the leadership journey, on the leadership journey. Part 1. Aw, shucks. When I got the call from Ann asking me to speak at the NBO graduation, the first thing that went through my mind was a very bad word. When most people say what I was thinking, they often say, excuse my French. So I think you know the word I mean. Public speaking is one of my greatest challenges. My mouth begins to feel like it's filled with cotton. I get sweaty. My voice begins to quiver, all because I decide to say something in front of anything that resembles a crowd of people. In spite of my fears, though, I told Ann yes. Yes, of course I'd like to speak to the NBO class. As much as I hated thinking about doing it, I really did want to speak to you today for 2 reasons. First, I know that every time I get to speak before a crowd, it's a developmental experience for me on my road to becoming a leader, helping me to face my demons. And I know each time I do it, I'm getting a little better at it. Second, I wanted to use this opportunity to be a role model and share with you the message that actually this is what leadership is all about. It's about having the courage to face your demons every day, whether it's public speaking or making a difficult decision or making a mistake, in order to learn and grow from it. Leadership is being able to accept the fact that although you will try to do everything perfectly all the time, you will not, and being okay with that fact. Being a leader is learning from those mistakes and dusting yourself off from the fall and getting right back on the horse. Jesse Jackson had a wonderful quote about leaders. Leaders must be tough enough to fight, tender enough to cry, human enough to make mistakes, humble enough to admit them, strong enough to absorb the pain, and resilient enough to bounce back and keep moving. Part 2. I'm with the band. I've been going to NBO graduations for about 10 years. I was about 19 when I started coming when I worked at the Cleveland Foundation, and we funded slots for 2 Clevelanders to participate in the NBO program each year. I have to give a quick shout out to the graduating NBO partner, Andrea Martinez, my homegirl, and all the other NBL alum from the Cleveland Foundation. Congratulations. My boss, Bob Eckhart, had been funding this project for years when I was hired. One of the first things he told me was, this is an important grant for the field and we should remain committed. Him charging me with the grant gave me my first introduction to the NBO program. The NBO graduation is one of my favorite events at this conference. I enjoy meeting the incoming class and enjoy celebrating the outgoing. I laughed and sometimes cried as I heard the outgoing class talk about how this experience has changed their lives. I watched the transformation of people from their entry into the program at the first ASA-NCO conference to the graduation at the subsequent conference. When things have not gone well with the program, I've seen partners revolt. But I've also watched resolution of difficult problems by partners who use their intellect, their maturity, and their collective voices to articulate a better way. Cynthia Stewart mentioned at the ASA award reception that she was glad that I was an NBO grad. I've been a funder, an advisor, even a mentor, but the truth is I've never been a partner.
You're honorary.
I only wished I was honorary. I guess you could call me an NBO groupie. I just like the girls that hang out with the band, I guess I value the opportunity to be around emerging leaders like you. Each year I'm impressed by your ideas, your determination, and most importantly, your desire to make the world a better place for older adults in our society through your leadership. I had the honor of being a mentor to 2 outstanding leaders among you, Denise Gallagher and Paul Lamb, who created, they problem-solved, and led in their communities. The great thing about being a mentor is that we get as much out of the relationship as the mentees often do, and I want to thank them very much for what they gave me this year. They have inspired me in ways that they never knew about, with their perseverance, their confidence, and their authenticity. Meeting and being around all of you partners has made me a better leader. What can I say? I'm a groupie. Part 3, paying it forward. Today we're here to celebrate a significant milestone for you on your leadership journey. For the past year, you've learned to plan your projects. You found others to help you think it through. You found resources to complete your work. You found extra time on your already full plates. You've been at seminars and workshops together. You've heard from fabulous speakers, and you've broadened your network. But you had bumps along the way, and you told ASA you weren't getting what you needed. You asked for more. I think you got what you asked for. Now it's time for payback. You ever hear the quote, "There's no such thing as a free lunch"? Well, now you owe us. You now must go out into your communities and take charge. You must lead. You must now be the mentors and the advisors to others who are on the path. Stand proud on the shoulders of those who came before you and extend your hand to bring others along with you. Don't wait to be asked. Impose yourself on others. They'll thank you later. There's no turning back now. It's about continuing to learn, continuing to grow, continuing to improve. I don't know if you'll ever really stop growing as a leader. Leadership development is a dynamic process, a road you should always stay moving forward on. There's a secret that we'll let you in on. A good leader is never really done. They are always trying to find a better way find ways to get better. For you and me, the good news is that leadership experts say that leaders are often born, but they can also be made. The NVL program has allowed me to watch leaders grow this year. Don't stop now. NVL will be your springboard to the next level of leadership. In closing this letter, I found a very cool quote to leave you with. Leadership and success begin on the extra mile. Those among you who craft extraordinary careers and spectacular lives are those who spend most of their time giving their best on the extra mile. No, ordinary people don't, but whoever said you were ordinary. I look forward to seeing you on the journey, and congratulations.